Yes, and we're live.
Live on time.
Give or take. I heard that we had four people waiting, which is
for very patient listeners.
Yeah, huge boys. Really appreciate that. My little target is still to get to 10 live listeners, and we're creeping. We're getting there.
Come on, just get your mum involved or something like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Share it with all that you know. Yeah, Matt, we're back, mate. Midweek, another midweek round of fixtures.
COVID chaos part 2.
What have I called it?
So that's what it should have been.
Tuesday turmoil.
Love it.
Yes, Matt.
Gayster.
Yes, standard. Yeah, like obviously it's come around pretty quick. Like, how are you feeling about it? In fact, the game week closes in 10 minutes, so we should.
Yeah, I've been working right up until this. So I literally just done my team while I was on the shitter about 5 minutes ago.
Oh, that's why you were late.
It's a good place to contemplate.
Yeah, nice. Yes, Paj. Yes.
Go, Paj.
Yeah, I suppose. Well, a couple of games have been called off, obviously. So let's get into it. Do you want to share your screen? Otherwise, I'm gonna have to do it.
Wait, hang on. A couple of games. What's the other game? Is it just?
Oh no, sorry, no. What am I about? Spurs are back this week.
I had a quick look on Twitter just to see what the latest was, but yeah, you never know. A game might, one of the Thursday games might get called off, like today or tomorrow after deadline. But yeah,
yes, Burns. Yeah, good to
yeah,
mate. Yeah, well, I heard some rumors about even Man City being dodgy, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not really. Nobody knows what's going on there. Just make the best of a bad situation. I just hope that doesn't affect the 30 over Christmas, and because that would be dry. But I can see it being a bit going that way, to be honest. But
yeah, man.
Do you want me to share? Sorry, or you got it?
I've got it for now. So basically, because obviously we've only got 10 minutes left, I've just quickly shown my team. Accidentally. So because all the we're not going to be able to look at anyone's teams and stuff. So obviously I've opened tabs for like our points from last week and stuff. But if we want to look at people's teams, we need to do it now.
Yeah, let's do that
now. Just zoom in a bit here. Paj, mate, huge week with an 86.
Massive.
Coming right back into it after sort of dropping off for a few weeks. You and Dom sort of consistent as ever. Pernell also had a really strong week with 82.
Nice.
Yeah, man, which is sort of thrown him back into business. Pretty good week across the board, really.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I did all right with like I was on like 50 something. I had Dennis coming on. I thought that was pretty decent, but yeah, there are a few 70s and 80s knocking about. I didn't really know how my team could have done much more, really, but I think some people must have. Yeah, Bernardo maybe. I can't remember if he did anything.
Well, let's have a look. Yeah. Let's start with the people who we know are watching. So,
King of the game week, Paj.
Yeah, highest score of the week. Don't know if
Madison.
I took a -8 though. So I think in actual scores, I think Pernell might have just edged it. Once you factor in the minus, but yeah. So Rudiger was a big one, wasn't it? With those two penalty assists.
Fucking assists, yeah.
It's dry, isn't it? I mean,
there were some dodgy penalty decisions this week, man.
Yeah, for all of the top teams, if you still consider Man U a top team, it's debatable. But all of them basically winning via pens. That Man City one was a joke. Absolute joke.
I didn't see it live, but I've seen it since. Yeah, terrible.
Like there's no way that should have been a pen. But yeah, and I think another dodgy pen decision as well was Madison's, who definitely dived for our pen for sure. But yeah, Madison, another huge shout in this team, and that was my biggest frustration, and I'll get into it on my team. But the fact that essentially I couldn't afford Madders, so I ended up going for Barnes, who was slightly cheaper, and he got an assist, but 16 points was huge.
Yeah, I think that's 3 double-digit hauls he's got this season now. So he hasn't even played that many games, so he's going to be getting put in a lot of teams.
Yeah, like so frustrating. I should have just taken a -4 to get him in because he was my preferred choice. But yeah, recently, obviously, having watched all of our games, he really is on form at the moment. But yeah, so it's just a strong team all round, really, with Ramsdale in goal, 3 scoring defenders, Rafinha in there, even though they were playing Chelsea.
Kept the faith,
yeah. And Bernardo keeps producing, and it even had Dennis
on the bench,
Dennis and
White as well. Yeah, fair play.
Antonio, mate, what is going on with this guy though? Seriously,
he's got some good fixtures coming up. I was gonna say after Arsenal, but I guess you could include Arsenal in there. So I'm keeping him in for a few games weeks. I'm sure that Paj is probably doing the same.
Yeah, I mean, I've still got him as well, but he is bloody useless, like literally. And I think West Ham are dropping a little bit compared to how they started.
So I think Pernell and Paj ended up on the same points then. If he only took 4, yeah. So we've got joint winners of the week.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he fessed up to it actually. -4. So 278, but still a really strong score. Smashed me in our head-to-head. Janssen coming good with the big 8 points. Although obviously Brentford's one of the games. Well, Brentford is the game that's cancelled in it against United.
Yeah. So what did he do? Then get a goal or an assist or something and some bonus because they conceded, didn't they?
He got a goal, I think.
Okay, he scored. Nice.
Yeah, I think he's popped up with a couple.
He's got a couple of assists, I think I can see on there.
I think.
Yeah, nice. 1 goal, 3 assists. So yeah, maybe under the radar, that guy.
Yeah. But, obviously they're not keeping as many kind of clean sheets as they were at the start, but still. But yeah, Maddison, man, he was the big game changer this week. If you had him in, sticking with Hwang is a strange one because obviously Vardy not playing was a bit.
I guess he came on for Vardy, probably, did he?
Yeah, Daka was quality. They're really. I think we're going to start seeing a lot of rotation between those two. So I know I've been saying it for a while, but I suspect Vards will come in for the next game. But it's hard to drop Daka because he came in, scored. I think he scored and got 2 assists or something. So yeah. But yeah, Dennis coming good for him as well. Let us know what you've done as well. We've got 3 minutes till the game closes, so let us know what your transfers are saying. Haven't got a choice, is it? Is that for keeping Hwang? Yeah. Well, this is the thing. Like, we're a bit different on the minuses, me and you, aren't we? Because I still don't think I've taken more than a -4 all season, but you're obviously partial to like last week -12.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have slightly different kind of outlooks on that. Matt with a 70 as well.
Yeah, he had Rudiger. I saw that.
So yeah, those 4 at the back was the best defender selection really. Ramsdale, Trent, Rudiger, and Cancelo. Obviously got that booking, so I didn't even realize he was close to 5 bookings. But
no, I think I put him in this week with like. If you're a real fucking nerd, then that's the sort of stuff you got to know if you want to be in like the top few thousand overall. I didn't. So yeah, played him. Got me to 7 points, which is happy days. But obviously he misses the game against Leeds now. But they've got Newcastle next, so don't bother taking him out. Just bench him if you can.
Yeah, that's what I've done for now. Yeah, I've scraped a team together this week, really, but I think it'll be the same for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dennis in a lot of teams. I've actually jumped on the Dennis ship now. We'll come on to it, but because of Jimenez's ridiculous red card, fortunately he was on my bench. But yeah, I did it straight away, and the only real choice that was Dennis. I had to do it.
Yeah.
Let's quick look at Dom's. Dom ended up having a good week in the end. He was struggling, and I was thinking this was an opportunity, but it's because he had Gallagher with a 15.
Oh, huge. Yeah, not many still got him, but I saw that he's one of the most transferred in again. This week.
How long did you have him
pretty
for?
fickle, aren't they? Huh?
Yeah, how long did you have him for in the end?
Like 3 weeks. One of those he did something, I think.
Yeah. Obviously his second goal was lovely as well.
Yeah.
Greenwood, obviously Jota, there was that injury. I suspect he'll come back. And Greenwood didn't start in it, which affected you as well.
Yeah, it's affected me, and obviously with that game being called off, I've had to make a little decision on that one as well, which is a bit annoying. But
yeah, Billy has had a couple of strong weeks as well. This might be the last we get to look at, but 6 for 79, and it's that big defense. He loves playing the 5 at the back.
Yeah, 2 of each as well. 2
yeah.
Arsenal, 2 City, Liverpool. Nice.
Yeah, it's good shot. I mean, it's one of them, and it can, if it all goes well, then you're laughing. If not, it's
yeah,
it's a tricky one. But yeah, Dennis, he was on Bernardo pretty early. Cool. All right, that is the game week closed. Yeah, let us know what you're saying in terms of captain choices and stuff.
I know every week we say that Salah's got to be the most captain, but surely this week he's got to be like everyone, especially with no United now and no Ronaldo. It's got to be, isn't it? Like, who else? Is anyone else not captain in Salah? Let us know.
Yeah, no, it literally has to be. Even last week I looked, and yeah, he was like very heavily selected.
Yeah.
All right, should we just start with, seeing as the game week's closed, should we start with our team for this week, and then we can look back?
Yeah.
We'll do it the other way around.
Okay.
So this is what I ended up going for, and I was actually considering doing a live transfer on the pod. It sort of passed me by, but at the same time, it would have been a -4 that I didn't really fancy taking.
So you just used your free transfer then, yeah?
Yeah, just free transfer, and that was, like I say, that was Dennis in for Jimenez. So yeah, Cancelo on the bench. Well, obviously isn't going to play. Regulon I considered starting, but ended up benching him. And Benteke, mate. Oh my god! If I just brought in Dennis originally instead of Benteke like a couple of weeks ago, I would have been laughing.
The striker woes continue.
Well, like I say, we'll have to look back at one point because it would be funny to see.
The other thing with Regulon is that even if he is fit, like there's still a doubt that their game it's you boys that they're playing, isn't it? They're still not 100. Well, at the moment it's going ahead, but who knows? Like,
well, we've Leicester have been pretty open about the players that have got COVID, but I don't think have Spurs said like who it actually is.
No, I've read. I can't remember which ones I've been keeping up now. If it was United or Spurs. I think United are pushing to get their next game postponed as well, which is against Brighton on the weekend. But then I've heard rumours that if it is postponed, then they're going to try and play it on, so that it's due to be played on the Saturday. They'll play that midweek, like Monday, like Tuesday or Wednesday. In which case, it'll be part of the same game week. So United might still be involved in the next game week, even if it's postponed. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I did hear something about that too, because I think there's Carabao Cup ties that midweek, so they might do that game at the same time, which doesn't leave much time to get Man U players in, although it could be a free hit opportunity potentially. If you get 3 United players in for the week and they've got a double fixture, I was hoping that they would be in Jan, because it's looking like a wild card with lots of United and Spurs players.
Yeah.
Could be pretty sweet. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, we know Spurs have got 2 games to catch up, and United potentially 1, potentially 2. Matt saying Benteke was mind games for me on an earlier pod. I don't know about that. Actually, I think I do remember Matt saying he was considering him. That was just a very rash and bad decision. I think he just scored 2, but he's not even starting. So it's terrible.
I think the key question is, are you home yet from your weekend escapades, Matt, or are you still out and about?
He's just clearly, well, if he's taking his mind off the game, then here we go. We plan on looking at the first round of the cup results. That's a good shout. I'm
out.
Well, we came up on the last pod, innit, and you'd forgotten, so you took the -12.
Yeah.
Would that have changed your mind in terms of how many points you took?
Well, yes and no, because like obviously I put players in like Greenwood, and then I didn't know that obviously this COVID shit was going to happen and Cancelo's suspension issue and all that. But I probably, I'm not that fussed about the cup, to be honest. I'm doing quite well in the league, so I'm just concentrating on that.
Yeah, I think if you're doing well, then it don't. Although I went out really for maybe even the first week last season when I was doing really well, but it doesn't when you're focused on winning leagues, it's not really much of a fuss. I'm clinging on to anything I can get. So the cup is like a nice distraction. And I was playing against someone who I'm not going to be able to bring up the teams until it reopens. If anyone spots it when it reopens, let us know. But it might take a little while. But yeah, he hadn't really changed his team, but he did have Salah captain and stuff, so it was still pretty close. He had Dennis as well, but I scraped it. So yeah, actually, when it reopens as well, we'll be able to see our fixtures for everyone else, not you, but who we've got in the next and yeah, also the obviously I keep saying, but the head-to-head league as well. We'll open that soon too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think my team's all right, really. Like
you got to think Foden's got to start this week, isn't it? Like after he's been benched the last couple of weeks, like this is the week for him to start, surely, isn't it? He came on last game. There's like Bernardo, like and players like that played 90 for weeks on end. Like they must be due a rest sooner or later.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but Bernardo's playing so well. But yeah, Foden, you definitely expect to come back in. I would hope so. My one concern really is the fact that I've got 2 Arsenal defenders and Antonio, and the transfer that I was considering was going to be I could afford Watkins for Benteke, and I could have started him away to Norwich instead of Antonio away to Arsenal, but it would have been a -4. So
yeah,
I just thought
I saw that the scout was recommending people that've got Ronaldo switch to Watkins. So I reckon there's going to be quite a few teams with Watkins in. I've already got him, but
yeah. Well, it's the fact they got Norwich and then someone else pretty
Southampton.
Southampton. Yeah, Pernell saying he's got Watkins in. You've had him in for a few weeks as well, haven't you? But yeah, I also figured that a lot of people are probably going to be taking minus points again because of this. Although not that many people are United players, to be fair. A few Greenwoods knocking about, a few Ronaldos, but that's probably.
I guess it depends. It depends how strong your bench is, isn't it? Like we've had quite strong benches all season, but there's quite a few teams that go all out on the 11, and then if you've got even just one player like suspended or postponed, then it's at least one transfer you got to make, isn't it? And then there's bound to be players like you've got like playing against each other. So yeah, I think that'd be an average of like a -4 knocking about, I'd say.
Yeah, especially if you're like me and you do transfers really early. So then if a game way before the game got pulled off, but this Omicron shit starts. Things could get pretty crazy over the next few weeks, isn't it? Like, yeah,
it's bound to, isn't it? Like we're not locked down like we were last time, and this thing supposedly is way more infectious. So I know it's not this. They're saying it's not as dangerous, but they still won't want to take. Who knows? Like what's going to happen really?
It's just the amount of game cancellations. Like if like even if a Chelsea or a Liverpool or a Man City game gets cancelled right now, that's kind of like people have got like at least 2, if not 3 players from one of those teams.
And then when are they going to get? Like they're probably all going to go far in all of the cups, including Europe. So like, where are they going to fit these games in if there is like multiple?
I mean, what it does do is it does make FPL quite interesting because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if a game's going to get cancelled and that's going to affect your week, but also it increases the amount of double game weeks there are going to be in the second half of the season. So like wild card, free hit, all of that, like triple captain, all your bonuses. Obviously, neither of us have used any bonus. It's going to be there's going to be a lot of opportunity to use those.
Yeah. One good tip as well I saw from the scout was put your vice captain as a player from a different team to a captain, just in case that game gets cancelled. You're not going to have a captain if you've got them from the same team. So trying to spread that out.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, I think I remember that happening to someone last season.
I'm sure it's happened to me before.
Yeah, to be honest, I mean, my vice obviously is Foden on this, but I probably would be Trent. It's just because Salah, he's going to play, and it's just like I don't even bother looking at it. To be fair, but I probably should, just in case, start paying some attention to that. Did everyone get through in the round of the cup? And if it did, how long does it take to reopen normally? Like half hour or something?
Yeah, sometimes a bit less.
Yeah.
All right, your team's looking good. You got a lot of home fixtures. Yeah, it's just the Arsenal against Everton. Arsenal West Ham, isn't it? That's a bit of an issue, but
yeah. Yeah, it probably it could have been worth getting in Watkins just for that, but never mind. Yeah, I think all in all, not taking any minus and having this team is not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to? I won't be able to get onto your team, so share your screen and we'll have a look.
Which one is it? This one.
Are you going to watch either of the games tonight? What are the games tonight?
City's tonight. Yeah, I'll be watching that.
Oh yeah, Man City Leeds and Norwich Villa.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll watch City too. So we'll get the lineups as well pretty soon.
Yeah, there must be a game at 7:30. Is there?
7:45 and 8. United was due to be 7:30.
Yeah. I'm sharing whenever you're ready.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. So I'm just zooming a little bit, maybe. Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah. So pretty similar.
We've got like, yeah. Oh my god, our team is starting to look very similar, isn't it?
Yeah. So defense is basically the same, other than I've got Diaz in that. So I've got him and Cancelo, but obviously Cancelo's suspended, so he's dropped to the bench.
Yeah.
We already said Salah's obvious captain. Mount stays in. Foden gets another chance. I've used my free transfer to bring Jota in for Greenwood, which was like very last minute. I was thinking about just using the bench, but I had the same situation as you with the Antonio fixture. So I've opted to put Jota in. After I made it, in a bit of a panic, I realised that he didn't start last game, did he? Because he was an injury concern. So I'm assuming, he's not got any injury worries this week by the looks of it. So I'm hoping that he's going to start.
Yeah, I think he was on the bench, so I think he was just a bit rosy. Yeah, so yeah, I think that's a good shout, I would say.
To Newcastle, I thought, just he might only stay in this week. I might put Greenwood back in next week.
I don't know, man. I think as long as Firmino is injured, I think he's worth having. To be fair, yeah.
My only other option, which I nearly did, was take Greenwood out for like a 4.5 and then boost Antonio to Lukaku. But I just thought, again, with the 11.5 for Lukaku, he's still not playing 90 minutes every week. I thought he'd be a good differential, but it just weakens my whole squad so much. So I thought Jota was a safe pick.
Yeah, he's still not even starting. Like I think Tuchel's one of them who he won't. He'll play like players based on form. So if they're doing all right, he seems to just sort of stick with them because Lukaku would have come back in already by now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny because if I had brought Watkins in, we would have had literally the same team, except what I've got Tomiyasu playing instead of Diaz, and that's a big advantage for you. I think the fact that you had two Man City defenders, although Leeds
they did look good against Chelsea.
Yeah, they'll attack. They might lose like 4-1 or something, but they might score. And then Jota, who have I got instead of Jota? Harvey Barnes. Wish I had Maddison, but yeah, Harvey Barnes. So, I think there will be weeks where Barnes will score a couple and Maddison won't do anything, but it's just it's a bit annoying. But yeah, but I would have had a -4, so I think all in all, I'm glad I didn't take that transfer in terms of our head-to-head, but still, I think you've got the advantage just because you've got Diaz and Jota, the two better shots, and Watkins.
The other reason I had to take Greenwood out was because obviously if I didn't have Jota coming in, then I'd have to play. Obviously, Cancelo's out. Don't really want Antonio against Arsenal. And Liverpool's a doubt, and Palace seem like they've got a few goals in them anyway. So I just thought, I'll put Jota in, and then if something doesn't work out, I've got at least two players to fall back on the bench, even if it's just for a couple of points.
Yeah.
Well, we copied you again, is it, Matt?
Well, I think this is partly the thing, though. I think realistically, no one's copying anything, but everyone's starting to veer towards a very similar team, and I'm sort of okay with that right now. But I am most likely going to play an early wildcard, and I will be mixing it up a lot because it's do you know what I mean? Like we've ended up with basically the same team, other than like two players, just by chance. Like
I think it's a lot to do with the fact that Smith Rowe and Gallagher have been so good that it opens up your money. And there's like certain players that you just can't not have at this stage, like Dennis. Like everyone's gonna have him now. Obviously Salah, Foden. Probably it's only me and you probably really that have stuck with him. I haven't seen too many Fodens about. Most people have got Bernardo, but again, like Jota, Smith Rowe, Trent, James, they're all players you can't. If you've already got them, you can't. It's not worth getting rid of them at this stage. But I agree. Like in the new year, maybe form will change a little bit. Like one team's going to go off form at some point. You can have double game weeks and game weeks where there's less teams playing as well. So there'll be a lot more interest in the second half of the season to see how people use their chips.
Yeah, man. Like you look at like those defense, like Ramsdale's obviously becoming very popular because of the way he's playing. James, I mean, even if you haven't got James, you'll have a Rudiger or Alonso, but most likely you're gonna have James. Trent, like you say, has become pretty much undroppable. Like everyone's got to have him. Although, I do think that Robertson is a good alternative option.
Just cheaper now as well. Trent's gone all the way up to 8, or maybe even 8.1 now.
Yeah, which I think, I mean, even
8.2.
A few years ago, 8.2 for a defender would have been unimaginable. I think the most they used to be like 7, maybe
7 used to be the top.
Yeah, crazy. Obviously, and then most people have doubled up on at least one of those teams. You've doubled up on City, some have doubled up on Chelsea or Liverpool. I haven't. I've doubled up on bloody Arsenal, but yeah, most people have doubled up on one of them. Salah captain every week is going to be most teams. Yeah, like you said, Foden or Bernardo is going to be the pick. Smith Rowe or Gallagher, realistically.
Yeah.
Jota, you had Greenwood, but obviously because of the fixture being called off, he's come out. But I've got, or I suppose Maddison would be the other good option around that price range. See, around each price range, you've got sort of 2 or 3, like max.
Exactly, yeah.
But if you did go to like second half of the season, so say a new year, if you wanted to really mix it up early and you put in, we know that Spurs have got 2 fixtures to catch up. So let's say you just based your team around Son and Kane, then already you're going to start kind of, moving away. And then we know that Man U've got good fixtures. So if you brought like Shaw back in or something, so I think it's just going to be the way that over the next few weeks over Christmas, this is going to be a lot of copying, a lot of similar teams. But for anyone who needs to catch up like me, then need to mix it up sooner rather than later. In Jan,
and make those transfers as late as possible, basically. Because is it United game only got called off at like midnight last night? Was it? I only saw it this morning, and it said it was like 8 hours ago. So I assume it was like very late last night that they decided. So like less than 24 hours for the game. So. Yeah.
I'm just checking. Sorry, it's still shut at the moment.
But I'm pretty confident with this team. They've all got home games apart from Dennis and Watkins, and they've got Norwich and Burnley. So with no points spent on transfers, I'm quite happy with that.
Like Watkins, Ings is slowly coming back from injury, but it looks like Watkins is Stevie G's fave. He's played 90 minutes every game since he got back. Not really done much then, has he? If he's played 90 minutes and all this,
he hasn't. No, but they have had City and Liverpool and Leicester in the last 3.
He went on he scored a couple.
I just think that now, the longer that Gerrard's there, the better they're going to get, and if they are going to start winning games or challenging in games, Watkins is going to be the one that's Ings could be. I'm just waiting to see because Greg was on about putting Ings in. I don't know if they'll go at the start of the season. They were playing 2 up. No, were they? I think Watkins was injured.
I think Watkins was injured for the.
We haven't really seen an Ings Watkins partnership, but maybe that could be a good partnership if they decide to try it because Bailey's injured. They got El Ghazi. Buendia is more of an attacking mid, so they might go the two up top.
I'm consider I think potentially a good differential is Daka right now, but it's just whether or not he's going to get a run of games like in the team. I don't know.
You'd like to see like a long term. Well, you wouldn't, but fantasy managers would like to see a long term injury to like a Vardy or someone like that, so they know that they can get him in quite confidently.
100%, yeah. If that happened, then 100%. It's going to be interesting in Jan, isn't it? Is it so? When is the African Cup of Nations?
I checked it, so it starts on the 9th of Jan.
Yeah.
So then let's just skip ahead to that game week a minute. So the first game. So there isn't actually. There's an international break by the looks of it.
No, it might be a FA Cup.
FA Cup, sorry, yeah. So there's games on the first, so that all the African players will be there for that, potentially. And then the next game week's not till the 14th. So they're going to be out for potentially 3 game weeks. And then they didn't always come straight back in, do they? They have a little bit of a rest sometimes as well. So maybe.
Yeah, there's a bit of a break between those two, though. So it might not be too bad. So you got 14th, 21st, and then they skip a week, and then it's like the 8th of Feb. So it goes from the 21st to what? Like what's the next one? The 8th of Feb. So max 3, maybe even 2. Obviously, it depends when they got knocked out, doesn't it?
That might be nice for you boys. Salah, if it's an Egypt-Senegal final, then they won't be back for the Leicester game.
Well, that's another good point as well. Salah and so obviously, like if we just run through a quick list of the biggest players who are going to be there.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Dennis plays for Nigeria, doesn't he? I think.
Yeah.
Dennis plays for Nigeria. You've obviously got Mahrez not really starting for Man City, but Salah and Mane are massive. That's going to change things a lot. Just having Salah away for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and things as well. It's not necessarily the players. Like in Liverpool's case, it's like for fantasy wise, but someone like Arsenal, for example, you're not going to have like a Thomas Partey in your team, but it will make Arsenal a less decent team defensively. So someone like a Ramsdale might, not be getting the clean sheets as much. So
that's a good point
to take into account.
Yeah, that's a good point. Leicester with Ndidi, like, will be
exactly.
It's a good point. But I mean.
United haven't got any, and I think Spurs haven't got any, so that might be interesting if they've got their double game weeks potentially in January, maybe during an FA Cup week or something.
I suppose. Realistically, I mean, from the players that are most picked, it's basically just Dennis and Salah. But there'll be some others, and then isn't there Aren't Chelsea in the Club World Cup as well?
Yeah, they are. I think that's in Feb.
Yeah, 3rd to the 12th. So they've probably only missed one. Are they already not? Check in that 8th of February. They must not be playing. Yeah, they're not.
They're not.
Who else? Who are them? Who else? Try and work it out.
Try and work it out. First one to write it in the comments wins. Who's the missing Prem team other than Chelsea from this list?
Is someone not that good? I reckon. That's
that's what I'm thinking. I'm not going to be defeated by this.
Aston Villa. No, they're there. Shit.
You know what I say? I'm not going to be defeated by this. I can't even think of fucking Prem teams off the top of my head. I'm just completely zoned out on it.
I'll keep considering it. But so Chelsea are going to have a double game week at some point as well.
I wonder if they've added that in anyway. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and here. So 2 game weeks.
Oh, 2. Oh, okay, yeah, seen.
So that's going to be interesting with wildcard as well, then, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you've got 3 Chelsea, plus whoever they're playing against.
Pernell saying Norwich for the first one. Go back. Norwich are there, you tit.
Maybe was it this one? No, Norwich are there.
No, Norwich are there too. Fuck knows. But that's so. So in quick succession, we're gonna have 2 weeks at least without Salah, Mane, and Dennis, and then we're gonna have 2 weeks with no Chelsea players. So so Liverpool's best players, and then Chelsea's all of Chelsea's players in the space of a few weeks.
Yeah.
Pretty hectic, and there might be loads more COVID flying around over the next. So it could literally. I mean, it could literally be all up in the air. I kind of wish it would. If you save your first wild card, do you get when you get your second one? Do you have 2?
No, you have to use it by the 1st of Jan.
Yeah, you lose it, so no one's gonna have that out of the sleeve. But Anyone who's used any of their bonuses already might end up regretting that, because there's going to be double game weeks for Chelsea, Tottenham, and United.
Yeah.
Okay, Pernell saying Brighton, and he's right for this one. Yeah, Brighton.
Great shout.
Round two.
I'm looking at the league table now, and he's still getting there before me. Like,
it's just hard when you look at a list of names. It's like, God knows. Yeah, literally don't know.
It's Arsenal.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, nice.
So yeah, again, that's we've both got multiple players from those two teams. So do you start phasing them out in January time, or do you do your wild card tailored to this sort of period, or a mix of both? Yeah, you have to plan.
If you do wild card super early, like I'm planning, then you could end up being a bit screwed actually, because it's only going to last for a couple of weeks.
I think I'll leave my wild card just in case. Like, I'll wait for COVID to potentially calm down a bit as well.
Yeah, you said there's that break. So technically, there's that game on the 1st of Jan, so you can leave it for then. And then after that, the next round of fixtures, there's no Salah.
Yeah. So that could be a time to do it.
In between those, you could do that, and you could also minimize the amount of Chelsea players you have. So say, like, you've only got one or two.
Yeah, because they've got City there as well, so you're probably going to want to take out a defender.
Yeah, so basically, just leave yourself with like one Chelsea player or none. Who have they got next after that? Before
then Spurs, he might be all right by that point.
and then they don't play for 2 weeks. So
that's right. Yeah, so Chelsea get rid of in Jan basically.
So so say you did a wild card. I'm thinking this through my head, but if I did it after the 1st of Jan, take out Salah, take out all Chelsea players, mix, and then you're already going to be mixing it up a lot compared to other people. Do you know what I mean? Pernell saying we should do a weekly quiz. Just a general quiz, or like a fantasy quiz. Like what is that you're suggesting? We're like, the darts starts tomorrow, and actually, I saw today on the darts PDC Instagram they had an announcement about fantasy darts.
So have you read up on it? How's that going to work?
I don't know if they've actually announced it yet properly. Okay. But obviously I've got my eye on it. I don't know if there's enough of if there's going to be enough of an audience for that. But on the flip side, Davis, we could be the first ever people to launch fantasy darts podcast.
He could indeed. And because nobody knows what the fuck's going on, people might just type in randomly on YouTube like fantasy darts, and we'll be the only thing that comes up. So they'll be forced to listen to us.
Yeah, Bones is saying, let's get a league together. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
I've got, in fact, all right, no, we'll get back to the fantasy in a minute. But I've got the announcement here. So should we have it? Let's have a quick look. We'll come back to it. Right. So, what's it saying? 3 absolute stars of the darts world. So, PDC Fantasy Darts has launched for the 2021-22 William Hill World Darts Championship, giving fans a brand new way to get involved with the world's biggest darts tournament. PDC Fantasy Darts, the official fantasy game in the World Darts Championships, gives fans a chance to pick a team of stars and score points as they perform on the Alexandra Palace stage. Immerse yourself in the World Championship like never before and compete with friends in private leagues to prove who is the boss of the hockey. All right, fantastic. I mean, it sounds amazing.
It says listed below is the key information, but then all it says is that the app's coming soon and the competition starts tomorrow.
Definitely. There's been some delays. There's been some delays on that, innit? They've announced it the day before the tournament. The app isn't ready, so you're gonna I bet the people in there working in the office would be like, "Oh, for fuck's sake."
Okay, that's quite cool. So you choose a couple of players from each set of rankings. That's pretty decent. But then how do you score?
Oh, that's sick. Yeah, nice. Rapid Ricky Evans is my tip. You can all fuck off as well, because I'm keeping that one. Okay, so then it changes as it goes through the rounds. You have to pick again. Okay, rules and scoring. Oh, okay. So you win points per for
Ah,
every
sick.
set, and points for checkouts.
I like this. 15 points for a 9 darter.
Yeah, 180. Yeah. All right, boys. We'll get back to the fantasy, but I can't reiterate enough. The dart starts tomorrow night. So what I'll do is I'll set up a league and I'll contact you each individually.
Wait, just scroll back up quickly before you close this down. How many players was it from the top 10 rankings? Go back up a little bit. There you go. Yeah, 2 players from 1 to 8. I reckon I'll just go straight up Price and Van Gerwen, to be honest.
Is it pricey?
Pricey, he's got to have him in there.
Those two are sort of, and well, either that or Peter Wright, but these is.
I'm thinking of the 9 darter there and 180s. Although Van Gerwen switches to 19s a lot, so he's not always that great for 180s.
Yeah. Pernell saying just pick that big Welsh putty. That's it. That's it. The meathead. Yeah. All right. Well, TBC. TBC. Whether or not, I mean, we could claim to be the world's first fantasy darts pod, Davis. So it could be worth considering. How long the tournament only goes on for? Like 3 weeks.
I'll start doing my research after that. Straight after we come off of air, or unless you want to just carry the rest of the show, I'll start scribbling some notes down.
No. After this, no way. That's going to be my. I'm going to be all over it too. So yeah, I'll set up a league, send it around, and if we do decide to do something around it, then I'll
spin off.
Darts cast.
Darts cast.
I mean, yeah, there'll be lots of dramatic. There'll be lots to talk about, I'm sure. Well,
we could, considering your name is Bull, we could do something with that, like bully up or.
The good thing is Foxes and Fantasy still applies because I didn't specify what type of fantasy. So
what about the Bulls Eye podcast? The Bulls, then a little hyphen.
Yeah,
and I'm the eye.
Possibly, but we could do watch-alongs.
And it will get dressed up as well.
Oh god. We haven't got long, but yeah, we'll have to seriously.
If anyone's still watching, I apologize.
yeah, all right, yeah, but I just checked and it's still bloody closed though. This is actually a bit of a problem because I don't really have any tabs. I've got your points from last week, but that's about it. I don't have
it's still closed. Everything is it?
Yeah, still closed. Yeah. What about the lineups? We've got the first game.
Yeah, I'll get them up now. Norwich. That's not going to be on. I'll go on. So Villa, we want to know. Really, no one's got Norwich players, have they?
Yeah, Watkins starting.
Yeah. Buendia, no Ings. Buendia, I'll be keeping an eye on over the next couple of weeks. Yeah. That's his old club as well, isn't it? So.
Yeah, true.
I seen the scout was saying that Kashowski is a good shout.
Kashowski? Oh, is it? Yeah, Kashi. Yeah. It was Target was the one last season, wasn't it? But I know they just haven't been keeping that many.
No, that Constantly gets his bean on a few chances as well, doesn't he?
He does actually. Yeah, he does. But so does Ming sometimes. So
yeah, take your pick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think Matt's got Pookie, hasn't he? So I might as well. I mean, if Pookie don't play, then there's something seriously wrong.
Yeah, he's playing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cantwell's back as well, I noticed. So he might be worth keeping an eye on. They did play pretty well against United. Well, I say pretty well. They should have won that game, or at least got a draw out of it.
Yeah. No, they've definitely been playing a bit better since Matey Boys come in.
Yeah, Gilmore looked good.
Yeah. I like that American dude gets about as well, doesn't he?
Sargent, yeah. After I was rinsing him last week, I've got to say he did have a good game. Yeah, puts himself about.
He's not in the squad today.
Probably knackered.
Yeah. But yeah, Pep Roulette's in like 11 mins, so we could try and hang around for that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if I suppose the good thing about Cancelo getting suspended is that it's sort of his rest week now.
That's what the scout was saying as well.
Yeah.
He's copying us. Yeah.
So we were saying he was going to get dropped sooner or later anyway.
Yeah, so that worked out pretty well, really.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'd rather that he's playing against Newcastle than Leeds. So
yeah. Like they that could be a high scoring game for City. That one of it. Leeds' defense.
Yeah.
When they come up against the big teams, they tend to fucking ship a few.
They do. You see, Aubameyang's lost the captaincy.
Yeah, I saw that news today. Yeah, how do you feel about that?
Well, yeah, he's not captain, is he? We just always if anyone's thinking about leaving, it's just start chuck him an extra 50 grand a week and make him the captain, basically. So I'm quite happy.
Yeah, it kind of feels like a convenient way to take the armband off him when they would probably sort of have considered it anyway. But I saw, obviously, I do hate the guy. What's his fucking Piers Morgan? Did you see his tweet?
No.
Saying that like,
was he siding with Aubameyang?
Yeah.
I did see that, actually.
Yeah, saying he went to look after his like ill mum when the club knew about it, and but so yeah, I don't know. Like, I do think Arteta could be a sneaky one like that.
I reckon so. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, like, yeah, hopefully, I shouldn't say it's ready because he has won us like an FA Cup and whatever else. He has been a decent player for us, but hopefully he wants to force him either way in January and just get rid of him because he's not the same player, and then we can get someone else in, and it just adds to he's still part of the old process of losers, so we just need to ship those last few out, starting with him and then Xhaka.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for it to reload. I'm just cracking up because I cannot believe they've launched fantasy darts the night before the tournament with no app. Like, they must have been thinking about it for like months. Do you know what I mean? They must have been planning it for so long.
Where did you see about it too? Just on a TV advert?
No, on Insta.
I'm going to see if they've got a Twitter page. Ask them what the fuck's going on.
Like, what a shambles, isn't it? What an absolute shambles. I mean, unless they actually plan that, but it seems like surely it's going to be hard to get a lot of people playing like with 1 day's notice.
It's on their Twitter page. It's like the like pinned tweet is like advertising it, and it says play at fantasypdc.tv in brackets desktop recommended iOS and Android apps coming very soon. So if you're gonna do it, get on the desktop.
It's jokes. I'm just looking at the actual. I mean, let us know when the fantasy. We got time to kill until.
Come on then, boys.
Mark saying Arteta definitely sneaky. He's
a Thunderbird, mate.
I don't trust him. We got a couple of bots in the house. Like Patricia Waters with a void.fyi comment.
Yes, Patricia.
Marion Burke.
Couple of birds on the channel.
Thanks for joining. It's good to it's good to have you on. Like,
all hackers welcome. Just get us up over 10 views.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll take that. But yeah, look at the way that I
know I'm on it. I'm on the exact same page. Oh, and it automatically picks a. Oh no, is that just a template? Oh, you got to sign up. Yeah.
Oh right, is this just a template? Is it?
Yeah. The fixtures page doesn't even load. Oh, you're on it as well, yeah.
Oh, what? Oh, what? No, I was scrolling up. I don't know.
There we go.
Oh no, it is yours. It is your screen.
Oh, it's my screen.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I thought it was mine. Yeah, so that was the fixtures on there. My God, I saw because I work for a cycling app. I work for a cycling app, and like there's a type of cycling called CX, like cyclocross, which is big in America and stuff. And this guy, I shouldn't probably be saying this, but this guy contacted me to ask if we would sponsor his fantasy cyclocross website.
Yeah.
So I looked at it and like, you pick your cyclists and they get points depending on how they do each week. And there was like I think total number of players was like 150 or so. And bless him, I felt for him, so I was like, "Yeah, we'll sponsor you, man. Like, no worries. Like, yeah."
Can we just change our name to like FPL cycling or something, and then we can get some sponsorship as well? Is it? Or just do a little. We'll put a picture of some mountain biking or something on the thumbnail.
Yeah, exactly. It could be done, to be fair. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, yeah. Like I don't know. Like you're saying, still only 2 watching. Yeah, I think that I since I've been putting out videos, I seem to get the odd. Seem to get these random comments that are obviously from bots. He's also just let us know that the teams are out. I think it might be working. Is that so? Yeah, here we go, son. Here we go. Let me get my screen up then. Pernell was also saying, I'm sure he won't mind me saying, but he got into a bit of an argument with his beloved missus last week because he was meant to be helping putting the Christmas tree up, and instead he was watching the pod, and he just wasn't really paying much attention to what she was saying. So
I rate that highly.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? That's good to know that we're considered more important. I don't know what's going on. I seem to be struggling to share my screen.
Do you want me to stop sharing mine? See if that makes a difference. I mean, I'm not showing any. There you go.
I got it.
Also, did Pernell say that? As in this is back up. Like the City lineup's not out yet, is it?
No, that's in like 5 minutes.
Okay.
This is back up. So let's have a little look at what people have picked. Oh no, it's still showing points from last week. Maybe it's open, but you can't see. It's not until the game kicks off, is it? That you can see other people.
No, I think you can. Let me have a look.
I'm gonna see what I got in the cup as well. They've made it really fucking hard to find the cup this year, right? Oh, there's an England Cup as well. Didn't even realise that.
Oh yeah, no, you can't see other teams.
Wait, what? No, mate.
What?
I lost.
What?
I lost by a point.
What's this in?
This is the cut.
Oh, you're out. You thought you were through?
He must have had. He had Gallagher.
I bet he came off the bench as well. Have a look, he's on his bench. I bet the first one on the bench is zero.
He had Brownhill off his bench, and
Vardy.
Vardy didn't come on. Yeah, but it wasn't. Was it Gallagher he had on the bench? No,
I think he had Gallagher first on the bench and Vardy started maybe. And Gallagher's come on. That's what you probably thought you were miles ahead, and then that's just killed it. Yeah.
I was loving that. Oh, that just sums up my season, mate. What the fuck? I literally stopped looking because I was like, right, it's in the bag now. And then I think I forgot that he had Gallagher. But obviously, I was miles ahead. I was like, I was 14 points ahead, and the only player I had left was Gallagher, and he got 15.
You can see other people's teams now.
Yeah, okay, cool. Mate, that's going to take a little bit to get over. I'm not going to lie. What the fuck? All right. Well, I just saw that there was an England Cup there as well. Like, I'm scraping the barrel here now. I am literally scraping the barrel. But am I out of that as well, or what? And that starts this week.
Oh, okay.
All right, fuck it. It's all about the England Cup, boys. and I progressed with a bye, so happy days.
Oh, nice.
I'm progressed with a bye. So yeah, it's all about the English Cup this year. Never mind the international one. Like,
are you in a Leicester Cup as well?
I didn't see one.
I'm in Arsenal.
Oh, yeah, there is.
It didn't start yet.
Yeah, and Leicester one's game week.
Oh, I've got a buy as well.
Leicester one's game week 22. When's the Arsenal one? It must be earlier. First is saying absolutely perfect. I'm glad we got that on video. Your face was cracker. I'm so shocked. I was literally like, oh, sweet.
Oh, we've lost Bully. He's completely malfunctioned after that complete cock up.
Sorry, boys. My bad.
So I just rinsing you while you were gone anyway.
Fuck's sake. All right. never mind.
Arsenal Cup starts in game week 18, so next couple of weeks are huge for me in the Cups. England Cup, then the Arsenal Cup.
Yeah, fair play.
I'm just having a look at Matt's team, see what he's done.
So if I go, yeah, maybe share your screen. I'm all over the shop. I've lost my head. Gallagher, man, what the fuck? 15 points. I cannot believe it.
I'm sharing whenever you're ready.
All right, cool.
Right, so fuck it, we'll start with Dom. Obviously, Salah captain. I think he's brought Foden in.
Yeah, he had Greenwood.
So he's done the same.
Yeah, Greenwood too. Well, yeah, the Man City lineup should be out any second. I'll keep an eye on that while you go.
Yeah, he's got basically the same team as me, other than Mendy, Rudiger, and Bernardo. Other than that, it's all the same.
There's no point looking at our points from last week in it, but I beat you in the head-to-head. That's the main thing.
Paj, what have you gone with then? Salah captain. I think this is the same as he made. No, he's made a -8. So what's he done then?
-8.
Laporte, I think he's brought in.
Yeah, that was probably for Cancelo.
Has he not got Maddison anymore? He's a 1 week wonder for him.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's taking Maddison out for Jota.
Yeah, I suppose Jota into Newcastle. We have got Spurs, but that's an interesting decision.
And Watkins, I think he's brought in.
Pernell said he's got a really tough cup match. Well, I suppose when the games start, we'll see who we've got in the bloody English Cup. But have you? Yeah, I'll have a look at that after this, Pernell. See who you got. But it's someone who's actually playing this week, I take it, because Foden and Silva. So yeah, obviously they're on it.
The first look, there's quite a few people putting Watkins in.
Yeah, that's what Pernell's done as well.
Yeah, he's got Watkins as well. He's stuck with Hwang, but they have got.
He's taking minus because I got him. I got head-to-head in it.
4.
Oh, a little -4. So yeah, didn't want to take Hwang out for another. Who was the other transfer then?
He's put because obviously Jansen's. So his bench is not good.
Yeah.
Edison. He looks like maybe.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, possibly.
No, he had Edison.
Couldn't
tell you then.
Yeah, no, not sure.
No. Why does he keep doing that?
What's Man City saying? Right, Man City, Foden starting.
Thank God for that. Diaz?
Yeah, Edison, Diaz, Stones, Laporte, Rodrigo, Zinchenko, De Bruyne, Bernardo, Mahrez, Foden, Grealish. Who's playing right back then? They haven't got any right back. Or right wing back.
Stones or Diaz, I guess. Yeah. I was probably kept messing around playing like 5 at the back at home to Leeds, isn't it? Like 3 centre backs. I mean,
yeah, I guess.
I don't know. That's a bit weird though. He's got so KDB. So who's dropped then? Is Gundogan not playing?
Yeah, no Gundogan, no Jesus, no Sterling.
So all the players that have been playing well for him are dropped. Apart from Bernardo.
Yeah. Come on, Foden. Let's have a biggie.
Let's have a look what Greg's been up to then. He's done 1 transfer. I think he's gone for Ings.
Yeah. Mate, he could be on something there though. If he does, no, he's not started. Okay,
he's not starting, so he's not a good start. But his bench is all right though. To be fair, they'll play 90 minutes.
Yeah. No, his team's looking all right.
Again, very similar. He's just got Ings instead of Watkins. Everything else is pretty much the same.
Yeah,
as everyone else.
Yeah, I was just looking at Leeds' team. They're still playing. Still no Bamford.
Is Gelhardt starting?
No.
Okay.
No, but Rafinha still in there.
Cool. 59 minutes. Should we leave it there?
Yeah, maybe. Should we look at Matt? Do we look at Matt's team for this week?
Yeah, briefly. I think I said he's put in. Oh no, maybe I didn't. Yeah, he's put. No, he had Watkins.
Yeah, you and him have got the exact same team except
other than Rudiger,
Bernardo,
and Rudiger.
Yeah, Bernardo.
No, I've got Diaz, and he's got who have I got? That Mount instead of Bernardo. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good team. It is a good team. So, but yeah, wow, that's getting very close now. And you could easily, I mean, you could easily have. It must be tempting to put Bernardo in, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But I just keep thinking, he's going to get dropped. He's going to like eventually. It's just weird because he's another one with Pep where it's like at the start of the season, he supposedly said he wanted to leave, so that's why he didn't play at the start. Then all of a sudden he's just allowed to come back in and and keeps his place. But yeah, obviously he's playing bloody well.
He's on it. Hopefully Foden comes to the fore tonight because we could really do with a differential there. But yeah, all right, let's leave it there. Enjoy the midweek games. I am gonna probably watch the Man City game.
I will now that I know Foden's playing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I suspect we'll probably be back for our regular Friday slot.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a look at this Darts fantasy and then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's weighing on my mind too. The whole pod's gone a bit downhill since then. To be fair, it's been a big distraction. But yeah, I'm gonna check that now as well, and I will let anyone who's interested know about that.
Maybe we could actually do a watch along like later on in the tournament when the games get a bit more spicy.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, like we'll think about it because obviously it goes on for a long time as well, doesn't it? Like a whole session is like a long time, but
we
can do it for the odd game, and then if we did do some sort of pod, we could do one maybe every maybe like twice a week, one midweek and one at the weekend or something.
Yeah, I mean, it depends how long a round goes on. How many starters? Is it 64 or 128?
Mate. I think it might be 128.
I think it's 128.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe one pod per round there.
Maybe we could do that. Yeah, but yeah, keep your eyes peeled, and we'll let you know.
All right. Well, we've been the Fantasy Darts podcast. We enjoyed the show.
Yeah, we'll be back next week for more doubles and 1